have a very basic synth set up here, with an oscillator and a pitch control slider. When I activate the audio engine, you can hear the oscillator producing a sound wave at a constant volume, but we don't have any control over that volume. We need a way to adjust the volume of the signal that the oscillator is sending to the sound out module. We can do that with the VCA module, the Voltage Controlled Amplifier. The Voltage Controlled Amplifier controls the volume of a signal. You can find the VCA module under the Modifiers category. Click on VCA and place it in the project. In the signal chain, we need to put the VCA module after the oscillator, between it and the sound out module. Delete the patch cord between the oscillator and the sound out module, and connect the audio out of the oscillator to the signal plug on the VCA module. Next, connect the output plug on the VCA module to the 1 plug on the sound out module. At this point, this synth works just like it did before. If we activate the audio engine, the sound plays at a constant volume. With the VCA module selected, you can see its properties on the right side of the screen here. One of the properties is volume, which is set to 8 by default. We can change that to 5 and activate the audio engine, and we get the same signal but at a lower volume. Of course, that's not very useful unless we still want the volume to be constant. We need to have more control over the VCA by controlling the volume. So let's add another slider. Controls, slider. Drag a patch cord out from the signal out on the slider and connect it to the volume plug on the VCA module. Now, when I activate the audio engine, I can set the volume of the oscillator by moving the slider. The slider sets the VCA's volume property depending on the amount of voltage being passed into the volume plug. 0 volts means the signal is silent, while 10 volts means that the signal is output at 100% volume. That works perfect, but there is one issue. Now there are 2 sliders in our project, but they both just say slider above them. If we were to export this plugin, we would have 2 sliders that just say slider, and we'd have no way to tell them apart. Let's rename them so the labels are a little more descriptive. With the new slider selected, in the right side window, change the name to volume. Then, select the other slider and change its name to pitch. Now we can tell what these sliders do just by looking at them. By using the VCA module, you can easily control the output level of a signal. Every synth is going to need to control the master volume, and passing that signal through the VCA is how that can be done. Thanks for watching. If you found this content helpful, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Comment, like, and share this video, and subscribe for more tutorials. See you next time.